Welcome to the Falls Homefront, where Wichita Falls leads in North Texas real estate, business, and life. I'm Tim Lockhart, retired Air Force officer, realtor, and your local real estate and business strategist. Every week, I'm shining a spotlight on people, places, and opportunities that make our community thrive. You'll hear real estate tips, market insights, and inspiring conversations with local leaders, entrepreneurs, and fellow military veterans. Whether you're a homeowner, investor, military family, or brand new to the area, you'll get the expert advice, community connections, and local insights you won't find anywhere else. Let's get started. Welcome to the Falls Homefront. I'm Tim Lockhart, and I appreciate you tuning in. We've got a great episode today full of practical tips and local insights that you're not going to want to miss. I'm so excited to welcome our guest, Sally Gray. Sally is the owner of Welcome to Texoma, a welcome wagon business she has operated since the year 2000 to help new residents discover the best of Wichita Falls and the surrounding area. After moving to Wichita Falls from Austin in 1997, Sally quickly realized the community was full of hidden gems and local insights worth sharing. Through personalized welcome baskets filled with community information, coupons, and trusted local recommendations, she connects newcomers to businesses and resources while fostering a stronger, more vibrant Texoma. Welcome to the podcast, Sally.
Thank you, Tim. This is a pleasure.
You serve a unique niche in the marketplace. Could you tell us a little bit about the Welcome Wagon business and how you got started?
I would love to, Tim. This is so fun for me because I love sharing things about Wichita Falls and the community. When I moved here, I had young children, and when I'd ask people what things there are to do, especially for children, they said, "Oh, there's nothing to do." Oh my goodness, what have I done? Moved my two young children here, and it's a city that doesn't have things for children, but I got out and I found things. There are a lot of things to do here.
Yes.
And so that's why I got into this business. The lady that I bought it from decided she didn't want to do it anymore. And a mutual friend connected us because she thought that I would be so good at this. And I have thoroughly thrived with this. Normally, I don't like to get out in front of people and talk. When you're passionate about something, words just come. And so I got in this business and I've stuck with it because it's never boring. The people I meet are so different from one extreme to the other, whether they're very quiet, whether they're very excited and hug me, or my goodness, 2 days ago, I welcomed someone. They were very nice, but whether they were busy, I don't know, but they just met me at the door and I visited with them 2 seconds and they took the basket and said, "Thank you," and closed the door. And I don't think they were rude. It's not that. I think young people don't realize maybe things about visiting and how people just need to interact and maybe build relationships, maybe trust. So it could be just different personalities. On the other hand, I sometimes meet people and they're very welcoming. And I go into their home and we sit down, and I've stayed as long as 2 hours at someone's home visiting. And we have Shepherd Air Force Base here. And a lot of the NATO wives are so precious. And I now know they expect me to stay a little while and visit over coffee or over cake. And I have more fun learning about them, where they've come from, what they did before they came, and then sharing with what maybe things they would like to do. Sites to go see, whether it be in the near area or the state of Texas or the United States. And yeah, I just have a great time.
That's great. It sounds like you're helping to create strong community bonds as you do this.
I hope so. Tim, my mission is to say that I'm growing the city one family at a time. And I laugh because I don't remember when I welcomed you all to town. I actually welcomed your wife, Gabby, which I had a
Yes.
delightful visit with her. I remember
Oh,
it was
that's
on
good.
base
Yes.
in housing. And she was just so glad to see somebody that would actually sit down and visit for a few minutes. And your children
Hmm.
were little then. I remember that. It was really fun. In fact, I love visiting with people. And actually, a lot of the people that I visit with become very close friends of mine. In fact, about 3 years ago, I welcomed a couple. And to my knowledge, we didn't have anyone that played mahjong here.
Mm.
And so my friend Anne got several of us together and taught us how to play mahjong. And so we do that one day a week, every week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it is so much fun. And she's actually teaching other people to play mahjong. She's part of a Newcomers club, in fact. When she and her husband, Ann and Jim, moved here, they were surprised there was not a Newcomers club. So they started one. And I was one of their first members, which is wonderful for me. I've been here a long time. So you don't have to be brand new to join this. But many of the people are new to the area and don't know anyone and would love to find either couple friends or single friends. So this group is now about 2 years old. Card games come out of this. Going to dinner once a month, going to lunch once a month, going to plays as a group. Oh my goodness. We go to people's homes and have either wine or some sort of beverage that they take and just have a great time getting to know each other. So that's one of the fun things that have come out of me welcoming people that I didn't know. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. What types of local businesses benefit from this type of program with your baskets?
Different businesses in the local area that are currently in my welcome basket or insurance company. If the person has a dog or a cat, I definitely put in my pet business, which is VCA. And then I also have a wonderful place if they needed to board called Wichita Pet Resort. And the fun thing about, for instance, those two, they put in coupons as well as information, or like a dog bowl or frisbee or dog treats. It's really fun. The basket is not just magazines, which there are some to tell things going on, but also have like waxing the city. And that's a fun thing. If people don't know they're here, after I visit, they know they're here. So that's a great thing. I definitely have a coffee shop, Frank and Joe's coffee
Yes.
shop is in my basket.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I have a loaf of bread that I pick up from United every time I make a basket and put a sticker on it from James Lane Heating and Air and Plumbing.
Uh-huh.
So that is my AC and heating company. My favorite one right now is the wine bottle that is empty. We have a local winery here called Horseshoe Bend Cellars.
Yes.
And the Panishes are dear friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really fun way to get people out to their winery, because when they take their empty bottle out to the winery, whomever's there will give them a full bottle of wine. And that's a great get me, right? Then while they're there, they can take a tour and see how they put the wine together, doing all the things they do, take tours. Sunday afternoons, they have half-price glasses of wine, which is just awesome. So I do a lot of times spend time out there with friends just to be casual. It's out in the country.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I can't think of anybody else right now.
Okay,
All right.
that's great. That's great. What are some things that newcomers are most surprised to discover about the area?
I think the newcomers that I've visited with, I think the number one comment is how friendly the people are. They're blown away by how friendly everyone is, how they talk to them, how they help them. I think the second thing that they're surprised about is how safe the area is. which, of course, no place is totally safe, but I
Hmm.
assume from where they're coming from, their children are not able to play outside, like in the front yard where they can here.
Yes.
And that's just something I took for granted, but I guess different places have different problems. That would probably be the second biggest thing. I think the third biggest thing would be the number of parks we have. Oh my goodness, we have big parks like, of course, Lucy Park.
Yes.
We have Hamilton Park. We have Martin Plaza Park. There are parks all over town. The Kiwanis Park with prairie dogs.
Right.
We have a lot of things for children to do, and it is great. And I think probably that's another good reason for people to maybe have me welcome them, because they ask me pointed questions and I can direct them to wherever they need to go, whether it's boating, kayaking. We have 2 lakes here.
Yes.
Lake Wichita is a little shallow right now because it's the third oldest lake in the state of Texas, and it's silted in over the years, but we're hoping to dredge that at some point soon.
Yes.
And
There's some
deepen it.
progress on that project.
Yes, there's a lot of progress going on in this town. And then, of course, we have Lake Arrowhead, which
Yes.
there's a lot of boating there. We've had so much rain. Oh my gosh. Lakes are full. It's great.
Yes. That's good. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. Do you have any memorable stories about people that you've welcomed?
Yes. I have some good stories about people over the many years that I've welcomed people. I welcomed a cute young girl from Shepherd Air Force Base, a wife of a permanent party, young children, and I even got her connected with a business group here in town that helped to promote her business. So as the years pass by, they move, of course, being military, and I get this call, and we visit for about 2 hours, and she had such wonderful things to say about my business and how I helped her that she wanted to do that in her city.
Oh, really?
So I helped her get going on that. And that made me feel that's pretty cool. Over the many years that I've been welcoming people, I would say I see people from their 20s through probably later life, like 70s, 80s. People move here for various reasons, certainly retirement, a lot of military come back here and retire because they had such a good time while they
Yes.
were here. I have older people coming back here to be closer to their family members, hence their children and grandchildren. Then I actually have young people that have returned to Wichita Falls after they said they'd never come back to be closer to parents because they have children and
Right.
want a wonderful place to rear their children, good schools, churches, they know the neighborhood, and of course, built-in babysitting. It's win-win. So the people that are welcome, Tim, number one, especially if they're shepherd, first time military base for these young ladies, newly married. Sometimes they have just gotten married. They're maybe even 22, 23 years old. First time they've been away from home. They don't know anyone and they're in a new place and they're like, oh my gosh, what is there to do? So luckily their husband signed up for a
Right.
welcome basket at orientation, and I get to visit with them. And I can visit with them like their mom. And they are so thankful just to have a friendly face come and make them feel secure about the area.
Hmm.
Maps I can give them of Wichita Falls and Texas and places to go. Tell them about the Wichita Mountains, for instance. And the wife and the husband can certainly go and spend all day there. And it's not very far away. I've actually had older ladies move here to either be close to family members or just their husband died wherever they were, or they divorced. And they just pick Wichita Falls Clear Blue for no
Yes.
reason and move here. And I find out about them and welcome them. And we have a delightful visit about things that they might be interested in. Plus the fact sometimes they just like to talk and get things off their chest. And the good thing about me, Tim, I am so forgetful. It's not like I'm going to go tell somebody what these people are telling me because I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday. But it makes me feel good that I can maybe help someone feel comfortable, feel safe, feel welcomed. That is basically what I'm doing. I want to keep people here. I want to share my love for this area. Oh my goodness, we have such wonderful people here.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we are a success story from you of growing the city one family at a time, because you welcomed us here when I was still in the Air Force, moved me here to Shepherd, and you greeted my wife, Gabi, and been a good friend of ours ever since.
Yes. And I'm so excited, Tim. I've watched you really, I can say grow up because you were really young. And I've seen how you've blossomed through the military, through all the different things you've done. And here you are doing real estate, making podcasts, helping people enjoy the city, and hopefully get people to stay here. I so appreciate the people that you tell me about that are new to the area that I can welcome on your behalf. I love that. I just want people to feel really at home here. And yeah, I see you're a success story because you've done really well. Gabby's done really well. Look at all the things that she's done. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
She helps so many people with mortgages.
This is a great community to raise children, like you had said, to grow a family. We have good schools here, and it's so much nicer teaching a teenager how to drive on these streets with so little traffic rather than I-35 or 635 in the Metroplex.
Yes.
Feels so much better letting them loose with a new driver's license.
No, I totally agree. One of my grandchildren came when they were living in a big city, and we did practice driving here. So we have a great DPS, by the way. Yes. For a while, you had to make reservations to be tested to get your first driver's license. And then for a while, you had to make appointments to just renew your driver's license. Right. It depends on what's going on, but we do have a great DPS here, Missile Road. Wonderful. Love that place.
Yeah.
We actually, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, we have a great post office downtown that's very historic, and that they have passports. You can actually get your picture made there and get your passport there. So you don't have to go to Houston, which is great. I think about it too. Another good perk about Wichita Falls, we're in the middle of Dallas-Fort Worth, whether it be the airport or big city life. And we have Oklahoma City 2 hours the other way. And they have a great airport, by the way, Rogers. And a lot of times I just check both rates to see which airport's better to fly out of. You drive either way. And one of the things that I guess I tell most people from out of state that they don't know is about North Texas Toll Tag Association. I know here in Texas, we have so many tolls. So, of course, I had it. But what I did not know is that it works other states. It works Oklahoma. Yeah. And actually, I've been to Minneapolis, Minnesota on my toll tag.
Oh, really?
Didn't have any other toll tags. Who knew? Things have changed in the last 25 years even. It's amazing what we do now that we used to not be able to do then.
Yeah, like this.
Like this, yes. This is obviously a new thing for me, and I'm glad I get to learn how to do things.
I think you're doing great.
Thank you. With your help.
Yeah. You mentioned the parks and the lakes, but there's lots of things to do here in Wichita Falls. A lot of people don't realize how many things. We have great musicians and art. We have the After Hours Art Walk, the first Thursday of every month from, April to October.
That is correct.
I think. And so that's fun. We get people coming out and going downtown. We have musicians and artists on the street, and the shops stay open and everything. So that's really good. Well, what other things do you tell people about especially if they have children.
They have children. I always ask if they have hobbies or if there's something in particular they would like to do. A lot of the questions, of course, are directed to food, restaurants to eat at, and I certainly have
Yes.
a plethora of recommendations. We also have actually wonderful grocery stores here. We do have a United grocery store. Actually, let me think. I believe we have 3 here in town, one in
Mm-hmm.
Burke, I know of. But one of our stores here in town is called Market Street. There's a fun thing about that store is they're open 24/7. And if you're sick at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can certainly go there. It's a safe parking lot and they can certainly help you. It's
Mm-hmm.
great. I'm so thankful we have that. Of course, we have Walmart. We have Aldi's, which is great. Love to shop there. Natural Grocers. They are their staff is outstanding. Their produce is outstanding. I love going there. We also have a brand new grocery store, almost finished, called Winco, and I'm looking forward to checking that one out.
Yeah.
As far as shopping for food, we got it covered here. I think. Let me think. Some other good things. When you mentioned music, yes, we do have a lot of music. For instance, you mentioned art. Downtown Wichita Falls, I know the Holt Hotel, which is a wonderful old hotel, but it now has condos. On the bottom floor, we have OG Cellars, which is a place to go and sip some wine and listen to music
Yes.
on the weekends, which is a fun thing. We have at the other end on the first floor, the Art Association, Wichita Falls. And they are wonderful. They are very passionate about the art. They do shows all the time, whether it be at the Camp Center for the Arts or they do it downtown. They have openings like exhibits, and that's a fun thing to do. Like, for instance, at Art Walk, if people venture down to Ohio and 7th Street, that is the gallery area where a lot of the artists have their galleries, and they are more than willing to help people paint. It's just, they love sharing.
Yes.
And love showing what off they do. Children, we have Riverbend. Oh my goodness. The butterfly conservatory. My grandchildren used to come and I'd take them to camp there.
Yeah.
And they'd see snakes, of course, non-venomous. And they'd see spiders and bugs. And it was really fun. At Christmas time, they're up on a hill. So you go down the hill with all the cutout characters that are all lit up like Disney characters. And it's just a fun event. This community, I think, is really built around family values, certainly, and children. And so usually there's something going on. Goodness gracious, we have Halloween coming up. I live on a very busy street for Halloween trick-or-treaters. And so I've learned over the years just to pull a chair up outside and just dole out my candy as they come by. A lot of times I take videos of the children because they are so cute in their outfits, anywhere from like barely walking up to teenage years. It's really wonderful. I visit a lot of my neighbors too, which is fun.
Yes.
Because they're out with their children. And I have great memories of when I moved here and I take my children trick-or-treating, and the hospitality of all my neighbors it was phenomenal. Loved it here. We have Christmas time, which over the years has gotten bigger and bigger. Not only do we have the Fantasy of Lights at Midwestern University, which is amazing. People drive here from all over just to see it. And that, of course, has a lot of history in itself. The Burns family started that back when they had a private residence on Clorinda Street. And as a little girl, my parents would drive me here. It was on the corner. So they'd let me out on one street and I'd walk the sidewalk looking at all the wonderful animated things with lights everywhere. And then around the corner and still more things to look at. And then they picked me up at the end. It was really a fun thing to do. But that has carried on through the years. It was temporarily housed in a warehouse, but they have certainly over the last few years brought it back to life. And it's so big, it has to be in front of Midwestern University. So people can drive down Taft or they can park and walk around it.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, you'll see a lot of trolleys and trams,
Yes.
as well as carriages, horse-drawn
Yes.
carriages that take people around to the country club area with
Mm-hmm.
all the big homes, big trees that are all lit up. It's fun. This is a thing that has started since I moved here. That didn't used to be. And it's gotten bigger and better every year because the owners of the homes love to decorate and like to try to outdo each other. And it's quite fun. They're not winning anything, I don't think. I think it's just bragging rights. But it's a fun tradition.
Yeah.
People can come visit. If it's a nice night, it's just fun to just park and walk up and down the streets.
Yes. Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, it's great. So thanks again, Sally, for being here. It was great having you on. How would listeners connect with you for more information?
Thank you, Tim. I'm always looking for sponsored businesses to include in the welcome baskets that I deliver. And if they will go to my website, which is welcometotexoma.com, they can look at the current sponsor list that I have and see if they think their business would be a good fit. And if they will contact me, I would love to visit with them. We have a lot of wonderful businesses here, but I try to be very selective in the sponsors that I put in the basket because my basket is only so big and I can only put so many things in it. Mm-hmm. But I certainly love learning about new businesses that might have just moved here and that I can certainly recommend.
That's great. Is there anything else that you would like to share before we wrap up with the listeners out there?
The only thing I can think of is just, I love Wichita Falls. I'd love to share my passion with you. If you're new, there are many things you can get involved in. One thing, Tim, we didn't talk about is civic organizations. Oh my gosh, we have, of course, Rotary. We have 3 Rotary clubs here in town. We have Kiwanis. We have Optimist. We have so many different organizations. It's one, and they all have their own little niche. Mm-hmm. Rotary, I know, does flags. Kiwanis does the Pancake Festival.
Yes.
We have Lions Club that puts on the Texas-Oklahoma Fair down at MPEC. Mm-hmm. We didn't even mention, oh my gosh, MPEC, that's wonderful. So got to tell real quickly, there are things going on all the time here. Let's just take this time. We have Christmas coming up. So we have Hangar Holiday, which is coming up this coming month. And that will be at its multi-purpose event center, but it's called MPEC.
Yes.
It's down on 5th Street. There are 3 big buildings. The big round one is K. Yeager Coliseum, where we have concerts, high school graduations, all sorts of things going on there. Then this MPEC is the 1-story where we have like Home and Garden Show that'll be coming up in February. Christmas Magic, that is like right around Thanksgiving. Hangar Holiday. Hangar Holiday started out at the base, but it's gotten way too big. So it's down at MPEC. A lot of times we have gun and knife shows there. So there's something always going on. Then back behind that, people don't realize we have a Bridwell Ag Center.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of events happen, whether it be dogs, like dog shows, llamas come to visit, horses. We have all sorts of things going on there. Yeah. There's just a lot of fun things that people need to know about, and I would love to share that with them.
That's great. Thank you, Sally.
You're welcome, Tim. Thank you for inviting me. I've enjoyed this.
Absolutely. And to everyone listening out there, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Hopefully you picked up a few takeaways that you can use right here in Wichita Falls or wherever you are in North Texas. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us today, and we'll see you next time on the Falls Homefront. That wraps up another episode of the Falls Homefront. I trust today's conversation gave you some useful insight for your real estate journey and life here in North Texas. If you enjoyed it, follow the show so you never miss an episode. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and share it with a friend, neighbor, or fellow North Texan who might enjoy it too. For more resources, local insights, real estate tips, and how to connect with me, head over to timlockharthomes.com. Stay tuned for more stories, strategies, and connections that help you thrive in Wichita Falls and beyond.